I gave you my heart.
It, or you just, you get ready to give it away.
Yes, and usually, like what we've noticed, both the Towns and the Chu are really together and really pulls off a very good team fight. Both of them offlaners, sure, but one, if you notice, the Chu can really be a distraction and the initiator at the same time, and the Towns just staying at a sturdier pace and just goes in when it needs to be. So both teams utilized both of these heroes well. And this time around, I think SUNSPARKS is going to ban out the Towns right here.
Game 3 is set afoot, ladies and gentlemen. Currently 1-1. SUNSPARKS on the play. ONIC gonna be responding. Already banned out in the first phase would be Popol and Koopa, Tams, Claude, and Ling for SUNSPARKS and ONIC respectively. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I think SUNSPARKS here, they might be setting a trap. They first pick up the Kimmy, and I'm thinking they're playing on deception here. They once more might be going for a bait and switch.
I feel that right now SUNSPARKS is just gonna go for this Valier and this X-Board because they're preparing to get Hylos by the 4th or 5th pick. Because it makes sense. How do you fight a Selena? You do not wait for the Selena to keep on throwing arrows at you, and even with one lucky hit, you're already at a disadvantage, let's say. But when you have the Hylos, what you do is you force engage. You get in front of the Selena as much as possible, you soak up all the damage, and that only means that Selena won't be a factor in the coming team fight. And that's how you deal with her.
True.
Right now, ONIC PH, they're aiming to get a bit of map control back because they really lost it on game number 2. But the thing about it right now also is Popol and Koopa got banned, and it got banned by SUNSPARKS. So I don't know how SUNSPARKS will deal with the Vision game. Probably a Natalia again. I don't know. It's Greed's baby to be exact. So you never know. These teams, they really have a high hero pool. So it's up there. It's up there somewhere.
Yeah, could be. You mentioned how they both have a deep hero pools, but comfort still comes into play here. Comfort still is a factor.
Of course.
And now going into the second phase of banning, Cho respected here by ONIC, so I think these two teams, they're on the same page. Tams and Cho wins games. SUNSPARKS taking out the Hanzo, because as you can see, Wide still lacking a hero. I do agree, Butters. I do agree that maybe the Hylos is a priority here for SUNSPARKS, because they need to, instead of wait for that Selena, they need to just rush in, right? Trap her in the Glorious Pathway, and it's also a solid counter to the Esmeralda. But they might not care. They might just ride off of Championship Kufra vibes and just let Raflesia do his thing.
Yeah,
it makes sense. It makes sense. Oh, say go ahead.
Yeah, because it's already efficient. It was witnessed already on game number 2 that the Kufra, along with the traps that he could provide, can really also negate what Selena can bring, and that's like you're going to fight against a 4v5 if ever. So that kind of tactic will work for SUNSPARKS, but they might be opting for the Kaja pick here instead.
They locked it in. I'm at a loss for words because Kaja, not exactly the best hero for SUNSPARKS. As you saw, they floundered with it in game 1. Here's a few facts while I'm waiting for you guys to cement your opinions as we wait for Wides here to lock in a carry. Thams in the grand finals, or as we are seeing it unfold here, Kilowash has a 6-0 record. Dilar has a 10-0 record. And ONIC, they lose more games than they win whenever their opponent has it. So it's a 3-5 currently going into the playoffs and working. So with that being said, once more, Wise on that carry. It seems to be a comfort pick at this point. I need to ask y'all your opinions, your predictions, that is, for game number 3. Seeing the
SUNSPARKS is just taking it away from them over and over again.
So I feel like ONIC might actually have a hard time here once more. And the undeniable championship Kufra, what else can you ask for?
I can ask for a game 5 if that's something that SUNSPARKS and ONIC wants, but a lineup like this from SUNSPARKS, it's comfortable, it's safe, it's what they're used to, save for the Valor being picked up here by Greed, but nonetheless, it's still, it's still the same lineup that SUNSPARKS has been winning time and time and again.
Hey, you know what? You cannot mess with what works for them, but at the same time, ONIC, I feel like they feel like a punching bag. ONIC PH feels like there's a punching bag that we've been hit by this so many times already. Should we not be used to this already? Right? Should we not be already used to SUNSPARKS pulling this against us? So I feel like there might be some sort of resilience that ONIC PH might start to build up. Something like immunity. And I can't wait for that to happen. However, right now, though, it's not looking like to be the case because there is tons of damage here from SUNSPARKS.
And if this entire game is gonna have to be solely reliant on Jay on that Selena. We've seen it before that Jay Selena is hundreds of times better than Shinbu Selena. But the Abyssal Arrows always connect, and sometimes that is how ONIC PH capitalizes on the team fights. They catch somebody with the Abyssal Arrow, and then they just jump in. As I say that, Iaknu on the top side will be forced back on that Esmeralda.
Yep, that Esmeralda is going to take a long time to get activated, so that's not really a big threat right now against SUNSPARKS. And Iaknu, he's aware of it. So I really would have actually liked Iaknu on something like a Cho. Maybe Oh My Venus might be taking that role from him a bit too far. Right now, Jay, though, tries to go for that Selena arrow. Not going to be hitting. And, of course, forcing the flicker out of Rafflesia disables the Tyrant's Rage for a moment. But SUNSPARKS will be able to get something in return.
Man, at the end of the day, hard CCs are what matters here in big team games that we're seeing. JP just caught a Wise with the Divine Judgment, and that just immediately went to his demise. What more so if Rafflesia had a Rage available for him to use? That could have been a twofer onto Iaknu as well.
And Iaknu obviously is, again, not going to be that much of a factor so far. What we're doing here, what we're looking at here is how fast is Wise getting to that gold break point. Because we have seen that, right? Earlier, I think game 1, we saw Wise go nuts when he got gold so early. What if that happens again? Will SUNSPARKS be ready to deal with it this time?
Oh, nice steal by Jay!
Okay. That is... Oh, what's happening? Okay. Okay, someone's getting edgy. Someone's getting edgy here. What's with the trigger fingers here? What's happening? Huh?
Pretend nobody saw that, but that's still the Rage on cooldown.
Yeah.
The cooldown timer's relatively fast, but ONIC PH is comfortable knowing that there would be no Rages anytime soon.
I think the bigger thing is that they denied the turtle. Denying the turtle from this Kimmy is gonna be so big. Not to mention the XP that they lost, the gold that they lost, that is pretty solid. Not bad for the cost of one Abyssal Arrow.
Yep. That's like the most cost efficient Abyssal Arrow that we have ever seen in the history of MPL.
Yeah, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna see if the Kimmy can keep up here. As the top lane will be pushed in, Kilowash in trouble, going for the run, but not gonna be able to go anywhere as Oh My Venus uses Unstoppable Force to get on behind.
Again, Jay with the Abyssal Arrow, able to connect onto Kilowash, and ONIC PH just jumped him in the top lane. Abyssal Arrow once again connects onto Kaja, forces the flicker, gets the knockup with the revenge. The Rage is actually committed, but SUNSPARKS retaliates with a kill of their own.
Okay, this is any man's game at this point. I feel like they are trying to really eke into each other's win condition. What's the win condition for SUNSPARK? Get kill VJ Fat. Let's win condition for ONIC. Try see if you can get Wise in the proper position. See if you can get Yaknu fed. I know they're sharing resources right now, but if that happens later on in the game, they will have a huge advantage.
And that advantage, having two cores just simultaneously online, will just melt SUNSPARKS here because they are focusing a lot of the attention on the KillVJ. Yes, SUNSPARKS has a lot of capabilities to disengage, especially with Greed just knocking back anybody, and Reflecia just using his rage defensively even.
Yeah.
But that is if Iaknu goes online, because the flip side of things here is that SUNSPARKS, they have a lot of engaged potential here.
They do. They have all the engaged potential you want, but if they keep losing Kaja like that, that might be a problem. JP got taken out there, and Kiluash going 1v1 against Iaknu. Looks like even Kiluash can't really sustain the damage from Esmeralda for the meantime, so it's looking really good for ONIC so far, despite being dead even on gold.
Man, this is the tightest game 3 that we can expect.
Super
It's 6 minutes in. Nobody is in the lead. Third pushes, yeah, that's ONIC PH, but they're the gods of macro. But SUNSPARKS, they also know how ONIC PH is playing this game. But as I say that, the Abyssal Arrow once again connect onto Greed. Greed will be forced to back off there as KLVJ goes in for the aggression. Searing Torrent, not going to be enough to take down Jay. Oh my Venus, though, forced to flicker out.
Wow, Jay's skills on the Selena is quite amazing, isn't it? He's making hits even while they're on the run. So, I don't know. I'm gonna wait for more impactful Abyssal Arrows. But for the meantime, it will be, of course, SUNSPARKS still in control of the mid lane with not that much of a gold lead. And if your Kimmy is not in the lead in terms of items, is he actually doing his job? That's my question.
I mean, at this point, I feel like KillVJ, if he's not doing his primary job, that's melting people. I have to get back to you on that because that was a good ejection onto JP. In the backline, so Reflecia went for the revenge. No rage is available just yet. Maximum charge is going to hit onto Jay. Your Abyssal Arrow connects left and right. So does my maximum charge.
Yep, that's going to be the revenge there. A quick one. Again, all through Reflecia's help as well. Beautifully done. Trill goes over to KLVJ. Oh my god, this game is going to get starting out of hand very, very quickly. That's going to be a big problem for ONIC PH.
As we settle on over into the mid game, SUNSPARKS finally secured the second turret, equalizes the map control here. Mid lane turret is something that ONIC PH wants, but they're being controlled real hard by SUNSPARKS here in terms of the rotations that SUNSPARKS has been doing.
Yep, because the problem is you don't see Wise joining them yet, because again, Wise doesn't want to really get into the fights just as of yet, right? Because he needs all the time, he needs a lot of items. Endless Battle already completed for the carry, so he has some durability, but not that much. KLVJ can melt him if he gets in the wrong position.
That turret melt in the hands of KLVJ. Kilowash manages to survive that 1v5. I don't know. It might be a base race that's happening here.
Oh,
Tier 2 turret is going to go down. Tier inhibitor turret is being focused on by SUNSPARKS. Is going to be forcing ONIC PH to go back here. Dilar doing whatever he takes to make his team survive there. Flickered inside towards the base. Jay is not in a good position here. He almost fell down. That's the inhibitor turret going down. SUNSPARKS will have the edge in terms of pushing here in the bottom lane.
Dude, SUNSPARKS is so fast on the push. A moment of indecision, and look at what happened. ONIC PH already lost a tower on bottom. That's a big problem. I feel like if ONIC PH make one to two more mistakes, it might be game. So they need to really focus here. But how do you do that with just when you're scared every moment that Reflecia is just gonna jump on your face? It's so hard to focus, man.
Man, for the first time in the game, Wise is behind KLVJ here. He's not maximizing it. He's not maximizing the goal that he's getting. And the focus that you've been mentioning is out there for SUNSPARKS. ONIC PH is not feeling like they're focused at all.
Right now, they're all over the map. They need to do something really quickly. That's going to be pulled back in on the Venus. Force the flicker out of there right now. Yaknu doing damage, but taken out by the rocket. KLVJ going nuts right now on the front lines. Everyone is very, very low though, so ONIC PH will be able to get reset on the Lord. Is arrow going to hit? Apparently not. That was pretty good, I would say, for ONIC PH. I mean, they looked like they were passive, but when the moment they needed to, they had an answer.
Yeah, taking down Greed and resetting the Lord just buys them a lot of time to equalize the map control here. And we do see D-Lar focus, rotating over to the bottom lane, trying to shove it out in order to at least force SUNSPARKS to reply. But as I say that, we're going all out here on the Lord pit area. D-Lar's going to be joining in the fight. HP's low here. Jay almost falling down by the hands of KLVJ. Maximum charge is going to be forcing them all back. Lord is going to be reset once again.
Yep.
And they're going to be restarting this Lord take.
Round 2, ding ding ding! Here we go again! But this time, ONIC PH is not in position anymore. Just like in Game 2, they are not going to contest this anymore. And if they keep doing this over and over again, you saw what happened. That's going to be a big problem. I wonder when they'll be ready. When is too late for ONIC here?
If we see this reach the 15-minute mark and Y still can't be an impact in the fight, that's the too late point. There's still time for Y to bounce back in this fight, provided that he is always in a good position in terms of engaging freely in the backlines.
That can be... Yep.
That's a Kilowash diving in. Over in the backlines, so Oh My Venus, the suppress on the D-Lar is real. D-Lar's gonna be forced back. Oh My Venus overstaying his welcome here in the top lane jungle. KLVJ falls down by the hands of D-Lar with that maximum charge.
Yep.
The Abyssal Arrow is gonna connect.
Yeah, I think this should be a very, very easy take here for SUNSPARKS. ONIC PH, they don't know what to do. They can't defend anymore. What is happening to ONIC? They're so busy with the Lord, they're losing out on the rest of the map. Now it's going to be only the mid lane tower alive here. Can they sustain against this? It's going to be the pullback on the Venus. If he goes down, this could be a big problem. Their commander has fallen. Now where will they go?
They are not going to be going anywhere because this base, all the lanes are shoved towards their side of the map. SUNSPARKS, they're just going to be getting all the buffs that they can, clear up the camp so that they can get more items, and then go ahead and re-engage for the siege. SUNSPARKS, they are dominating. This is completely a SUNSPARKS game. The way that they have been controlling the map, the way that they have been putting ONIC PH in a leash in their rotations.
Like everyone is just, everyone's accounted for. Right? On ONIC, like, we know where this guy is. We know what Jay's doing. Even though he had a great early game against us, we're in the late game now. We're in the late game now. So, I don't think Jay's gonna do a lot more damage now that everyone's visible on the map. They're gonna go for team fight, Nomad!
That is going to be detrimental for them. Oh My Venus dives straight in. Shouldn't have actually done that, but Iyaknu will be able to secure the kill onto Greed. A mega kill onto Reflecia. It is a 4v3. ONIC PH in a tight spot here, but Jay secures the kill onto Kilowash, makes it even. That's gonna be that has to be the reset onto SUNSPARKS, but Jay is looking for more. JP almost falling down there by his hands. Reflecia's charged up the revenge just in case he does dive in. A complete disengage. ONIC PH going for a Jay. That's the kill, Jay. And that is going to be another one as Reflecia goes down by the hands. The Immortality's gonna get popped there. Wise is going to be able to finally take that out. The minion waves are pushing in, though.
Championship J, this is what ONIC needs. They are doing what needs to be done. Pick off KLVJ. Finally, a great Abyssal Arrow from Jay gets them back into the defense of their base. Now they can do something about this. Lord will be up in 40 seconds. They can get into position around the map. What will they do with the time they're given?
Man, they need to make sure that they account for every position that SUNSPARKS is at right now. They don't want to overstep their boundaries and get taken out. Even one member falling down for ONIC PH will be detrimental for them. Even considering the fact that not Oh My Venus, but D-Lar is stuck in a, yeah, I'm gonna take care of the base, guys. You guys go ahead and go for the Lord type of role.
That's basically it. And now 3 seconds on the Lord. This is it, right? Someone's on the base. He's defending. He can probably follow soon. And they're gonna go and wait. This is the waiting game. Who makes the big mistake here? We'll have to wait and see as they're now getting into position around the Lord.
That is the big mistake there. As Iaknu gets Divine Judgment, he'll be able to at least buy time for his team to reposition. But he still gets taken out. That's still money going into their side. Oh My Venus spots out Kilowatt. Kilowatt is going to be forcing out the flicker.
All right.
That's going to be the Lords being started up as well.
Yep, the Lord is going to be a bit reset again. We have to start counting the Lord resets because I don't think they're decisive at all to do anything at this point. They're scared as well. SUNSPARKS is starting to really feel the pressure here because they know, they just saw that Jay can do miracles on the Selena. If they make one wrong mistake, they're gonna go. And that might be it. So SUNSPARKS, they're like, all of their eyes are wide open, you know?
Yeah.
That's what they are right now.
Eyes on the Lord now, though. SUNSPARKS is making it work. Wise takes down Greed. Lord is going to be secured. The Divine Judgment is going to be applied onto D-Lar. D-Lar is going to be forced back here as ONIC PH tries to push forward and force SUNSPARKS in the back corner. But that is not going to happen. The Lord is going to be pushing up over the top side, and ONIC PH has to respond to that. Their base is wide open. Super Minions are pushing in on the top and the bottom lane. And we do see the rotation coming in from ONIC PH right now.
They're gonna go in and cut off the Lord before he can do any good damage. That will slow down the SUNSPARKS push. But don't forget, minions are gonna be big from mid, top, and bottom, so they still have a lot to answer for that, for giving over that Lord.
And as you say that, actually, Kilowash is gonna be dueled here by Wise. Not the wisest of choices here. Mid lane though, KLVJ and JP in a bit of a scuffle here against Oh My Venus, D-Lar, and Iaknu. As ONIC PH is being forced to back off of that engagement because the minion waves are too big to handle.
Too big right now. That is a problem, so they can't push out. I mean, they can defend this, right? They can be able to defend. They're strong. But the problem is, how do you push out? Do you just let this game go longer? I think that's a call for ONIC. You know why, Nomad? Because KLVJ, he might be starting to fall out in terms of firepower as the game progresses.
And Wise is sitting at a pretty comfortable 3-1 and 1 scoreline here compared to KLVJ with 4-1 and 5. It's not that big of a difference, so to speak. The goal lead is just 3,000 despite SUNSPARKS being just opening up the base.
Yes. But they're not even marksmen, right? Kimi is an early game, carries a late game. So we still don't know whether or not this is gonna look the same when you reach 30 minutes, which is, I think, the plan here for ONIC. I'm not sure, man.
Yeah, we're reaching the 18-minute mark, the longest game that we have so far in this series. The only thing that I see here for ONIC PH is that, yeah, D-Lar is pushing the side lanes, gives his team a lot of space. He needs to keep pushing this lane because if ONIC PH decides to fight within their base in order to control the minion waves, they need to make sure that there's only one lane pushing in.
Yeah, one lane pushing in, probably gonna be the comfortable defense, right? But the problem is SUNSPARKS are not gonna be able to do that. Oh my god, is this gonna be big? D-Lar got caught by the Divine Judgment! That is 4v5 for the next 40 seconds! Oh man, alright. So there's a chance here, there's an opening, and I think every opening that you have as SUNSPARKS, you need to take it, right? Because again, KLVJ, later on, he's gonna be super vulnerable. As you can see, he's getting hit by arrows, he goes to half HP. That's how vulnerable Akimi is in the late game. He has to be very careful.
I like what Iaknu's trying to accomplish here, just playing it as safe as he can. JP spots out Iaknu though as he checks the brush, forcing him back. Iaknu is on the, hey, I'm gonna cut the lanes type of job. Just so that the pressure is not gonna be on the side on our team. whenever
Yeah.
SUNSPARKS decides to end it.
I'd say that that's pretty smart, right? I feel like Iaknu's just gonna go loco later on as well, because even though he was like off lane earlier and his farm was super slow, he's kind of activated. He's almost full items here. Actually, I think he is. He's already full items here, so you know what? This is scary. A lot of late game heroes on ONIC PH as well. You have to take note of that.
Yeah, let's keep an eye out for Iaknu later on. Completely, if he's gonna be diving in, that's a question. It's the fact that ONIC PH doesn't have a good initiate that seems to worry me here for ONIC PH, because SUNSPARKS, they got Reflecia, they got JP to just start the fight anytime that they want to, and even then, JP is the safest initiate that SUNSPARKS can ever have. They just pull anybody, and then that's already a -1.
Problem is, ONIC, they know this as well, right? They know that every time you see JP, just back, you know, and we'll prolong this game. Now, oh my Venus is a ward. Someone's a ward here on the side. He's trying to catch KLVJ. He's a little far though. This is curious. This is weird. Will this be successful though? Let's wait and see. They see it. Greed found them out as well. KLVJ, oh my Venus, where are you going? Looks like they'll be able to back off for the meantime, but Iaknu waiting behind. Keep your eyes on Iaknu, man. This could be the guy who turns this around.
A Lord Seal would be a very good thing for ONIC PH here at this point. It's gonna at least take down the top lane inhibitor turret.
Least, right? But again, how long is that going to take? Is it even possible? What are the chances? What's the percent that they can steal this once more, right?
I think it's at a
20% minimum if they try to go for it. But Iaknu's pretty... What? Is Iaknu okay? Can someone wake up Iaknu? He's been there for a long time now.
I think he's waiting the patience play. He's waiting for an opportunity to dive into the backlines. He is diving into the backlines right now as we speak. Look, Iaknu's still healthy. SUNSPARKS, they're not healthy at all. Reflecia, Immortality's gonna be popped. And ONIC PH kind of want that. It's that duel against Export. That's an opening for ONIC PH. It's gonna be forced to go for a back.
Oh, Iaknu, he wants to go in. He is going to be denying the flicker out of Reflecia. That is 120 seconds that you don't have a flicker on the Kufra. That is a window, Nomad. This could be it.
This is going to be the Lord being secured by ONIC PH if ever the steal's not going to happen. JP trying to dive in with the Ring of Order. Not going to happen just yet. Oh, my Venus doing a good job just zoning everybody out. Mid lane turret is going to be destroyed here by the minion wave for ONIC PH, but they have the Lord. Lord's going to start marching over the top side, sacrificing their life. D-Lore almost getting taken out, and they're going to be backing off.
Making the ultimate sacrifice, the ultimate distraction play on top lane. I bet because of what happened to Kiluash on top, everyone on SUNSPARKS is like, wait, don't fight! I'm low! you know what I'm saying? Don't fight, I went down. That is the big call there, which distracted SUNSPARKS. So instead of trying to steal the Lord, they got full control of it.
Gotta commend D-Lore there in that fight.
Man. Jesus. Alright, so looking good here so far for ONIC PH. They finally got control of the Lord, and now they are going to be the ones to start the coming team fights. Who will be the first victim? We'll have to find out, because forget... Reflecia's flicker being down, it's such a big deal.
Yeah, and look at the positioning of ONIC PH here. Look at the map and see how ONIC PH is playing this now. They have the Lord. They know that the Lord is going to be pushing on the top side, so they're making sure that they're zoning SUNSPARKS away from the side of the Lord. While that's happening, D-Lore is just going to split push, just doing the big macro plays that ONIC PH is known for.
D-Lore's already pushing on bot lane. They can get at least one tower. Actually, two. If this works, that Lord is very, very tough. Look at KLVJ. He's having such a hard time working with that Kimmy.
This is a throwback to what happened in Season 4. Inhibitor turrets left for both of these teams. Man, I'm looking forward to see what the outcome is. It's hard to tell because SUNSPARKS, they know how to play this game well as ONIC PH in terms of the macro. But as I say that, diving in left to right, Yafnu goes for the falling star but not actually catching anybody there. Raflesia, though, dangerously low in HP. Last Insanity is not available, but not going to be committed just yet. The big team fights are what matters. And as I say that, D-Lore secures the mid lane turret. Top lane inhibitor turret is dangerously low on HP, and D-Lore is going to be pushing that as well.
Minion, they are having a hard time. SUNSPARKS cannot walk out the base. All of a sudden, the tables have turned. Oh my dear. That is really, really scary for ONIC to be able to make stuff like this happen coming from behind in a big way. Wow, ONIC PH. Seriously.
That one play by D-Lore. Hey, let me just split push you guys. You guys can handle the rest. Yeah. I got Killer Wash, and then they get the Lord, and then they get multiple turrets down. Even the mid lane inhibitor turret.
So, they removed the buffs from SUNSPARKS. What's next? KLVJ, no buffs, no turtle, no nothing. Oh my god, oh my Beast wants to go for the fight though. Everyone is a little bit low. Oh, they want to go for it. Wise goes down though. That is big. JP, gonna be taking that out as well. But someone is behind enemy lines. D-Lore still survives. Pops Immortality will get a double for JP. On the PH, they're losing a lot of members here.
They're overstaying their welcome there, but Jay does secure the kill. Immortality is gonna get popped, and I don't think Jay's gonna be able to survive this. As KLVJ secures that kill, it is a 2v4. ONIC PH did not want that to happen to them. It's crucial that they stay alive as long as they can. And now this just allows SUNSPARKS to equalize the map priority here and start shoving the lanes again.
26 minutes, man, and JP locked in a Holy Crystal on the Kaja. Like, everyone is on full damage mode right now. How could ONIC lose such a big advantage on that fight? Oh
and
my
now,
God.
this mid lane turret is gonna go down. It's just gonna be the base. It's Venus and Wise trying to defend this with the best of their abilities. Cutting the minion wave, though, that is what Venus did. So buys a lot of time for the respawn.
Oh my god, and now it's their buff gonna get stolen here really quickly. Oh my god, that's a bit... Oh wait, nope, D-Lore got it. Oh no, actually no, KLVJ did get it. And now it's Lord number 3, boys! Lord number 3 in a 27-minute match here. SUNSPARKS versus ONIC. What is the play here for ONIC PH?
Shove the lanes. Just shove the lanes. That's a lot of pressure that they don't want. Winions are a thing in Mobile Legends.
I know, man. SUNSPARKS is actually just capitalizing on mistakes of ONIC PH, right? That is what's happening here. And somehow, I'm a bit scared for ONIC, but look at what they're doing right now. Look at where ONIC is on the map. They are baiting SUNSPARKS to go for it.
Yes. They did go for a bait. The Abyssal Arrow's not going to be connecting onto Greed. It's not a winning fight for ONIC PH if Oh My Venus falls down. Immortality is going to get popped. Last Insanity in the backlines targeting Waves. Wise, I mean, HP's low here for both of these guys, but SUNSPARKS coming out on top. Currently a 1-for-1 trade, make it a 1-for-2 trade as ONIC PH manages to survive that fight. I don't know how they managed to survive it. Now they're going to be starting the Lord. There goes another Abyssal Arrow connecting onto Greed, though.
They're not done. They want to fight. They got the target that they want. But KLVJ took out Venus. Who's going to be next? Greed goes down as well. Iakno is so scary on the Esmeralda, man. Oh, man. And the base is undefended. They got to be careful here.
This is how ONIC PH is struggling. The minion waves are inching closer and closer towards the base. They don't want the same scenario that happened to them during game number 3 in season 4.
Yeah. Man, that brought back war flashbacks for me right now. KLVJ, though, he is proving that I'm not done with the Kimi yet. What are you talking about? It's 30 minutes. I can still do some good damage. That's what he's doing right now. KLVJ, despite being super behind, he's 22k. All damage items, pure mage mode. Look at the itemization, man.
Man, that's melting. Even a piece of butter in Mars is going to melt with that amount of pure damage that Kimi has.
Yeah, it's just tons of damage, you know? Oh my god, this is gonna be a big problem here for ONIC. I feel like they might be a little behind now if they want to go for a take. And now they just have to be. All SUNSPARKS needs to do is be careful of Jay's Abyssal Arrows, and they might be golden.
Mm-hmm. It's crucial as well that ONIC PH catch KLVJ the soonest that they can. The problem there is that KLVJ, if you're seeing it, if you're watching it closely right now, is surrounded by the beefiest boys that SUNSPARKS can ever produce.
I got bouncers, son. You see these? You see these boys? And JP, don't forget, JP is full damage on this Kaja already. You cannot ignore the Ring of Order anymore. It's gonna hurt.
Yeah, you know, it's one thing that you get Divine Judgment. It's another thing when you get Divine Judgmented and Ring of Ordered and half of your HP melts.
Yeah. That's something that I hope, I don't know, maybe ONIC PH won't remember, I think that's what SUNSPARKS is trying to do. They're switching builds so they can, they can really surprise ONIC. But looks like it's gonna be Kiluash who is surprised by Yaknu. Flicker in the follow-up into the X-board. That's 4v5.
Opening.
Oh my god, that is a huge opening.
And as that's happening, D-Lars pushing the top side lane again, and this is allowing ONIC PH to secure the lure without any problems. A bit nice connection on the Abyssal Arrow onto Rafflesia too. Stops the rage from coming in. I mean, the revenge from coming in. As the Lord is now being focused on by ONIC PH. Reset might actually happen. Oh my Venus gets the eject onto Rafflesia. Pops the immortality. Manages to survive there.
Oh my god, the arrow connects. Rafflesia is stunned up. Everyone is going down in SUNSPARKS. The flicker in by Venus. Big mistake. No one is caught in the ejector, and I think this will still be SUNSPARKS with the defense, but they might have to concede Lord.
They have to concede Lord. If they try to contest this, it's gonna be the game.
God, this is a big problem now. Let's see though, what is ONIC PH going to do with this huge advantage? Can SUNSPARKS defend? Can SUNSPARKS fight? Now the tables have completely turned.
Yeah.
They will be the ones on the defensive here.
And man, what's gonna happen here is that the Lord's gonna be marching in the mid lane. The HPs of both top and bottom inhibitor turrets are low. ONIC PH can decide to just split push and not walk with the Lord altogether.
That's true. They can just let the Lord in the mid lane. It's probably still gonna reach the core, the base, right? So who knows what kind of damage ONIC PH can do with the advantage that they have right now.
Man, we're on the road to breaking the record though, because SUNSPARKS doesn't want to let up. If what we've been talking about in the panel for the past couple of days is true, ONIC PH is a momentum-based team. They need to get this game.
They do. They try to give them the momentum, and there's like a 70% boost in chance. I made that number up. Don't quote me on that. But there is a great chance that ONIC PH will get ahead. Now the big minions are going to be there. Ooh, look at that arrow. Makes a really big dent. But then again, it's going to be just SUNSPARKS defending on the mid lane as well as the top. Who's going to go in first? It's going to be up to the wave control of ONIC. Can they control the wave so that it all goes down at the same time? We'll find out right now.
The Lord's gonna be diving into the backlines, forcing SUNSPARKS back. Top lane inhibitor turret's gonna go down. No lanes pushing in for SUNSPARKS. All the lanes push towards SUNSPARKS base. Bottom lane inhibitor turret is not gonna go down anytime soon, as KLVJ and others manage to save that. Lord is the next possible objective here, but I just have to say this: SUNSPARKS is not a stranger in this situation.
We have been here before, time and time again. We have turned things around like this. Are we going to be scared? I don't think they will be. So we'll have to wait and see though, as we are heading into 35 minutes of this game right now, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready to see the final team fight for this matchup?
Is this going to be the final team fight?
Is this going to be the final team fight? Is that how they did it? Is that how you said it?
Yeah. Is this going to be the final team fight? I think that's how Shinbu said it. Yeah.
And then later on, Wise is he's gonna go for the Phantom Step.
Yeah,
It's so
we're
funny. We'll see that later.
Yeah.
We'll see that later, okay? We'll see that later, by the way. Don't mind us, guys, because this game is just really going all out. They want to break records here, but it's like there's going to be a big one here around the jungle. For SUNSPARKS, they're getting invaded on. That buff is going to be pretty big. The cooldown reduction will be massive. Yaknu's in the middle and everything. He's going to go down. Immortality will be popped. And Greed is thrown at the back line. Damage is real here for Wise. He is free hitting. Completion cannot stop him with the Tyrant's Rage. But LBJ will be able to push D-Lar back with the Kimmy.
Oh, Wise diving in. Did not want to dive in there. Death timers are too high here for ONIC PH. But there goes my Venus trying to go for ejection. Overstaying is welcome there.
Why?
This is a big wave here in the bottom lane.
Oh my god, Yaknu or Jay, one of you have to back right now or else SUNSPARKS is going to hunt you down. Because they'll be able to make it out anyway. Good thing Kiluash and JP didn't just hunt them down.
Oh,
Well-
these are chunky boys.
Wait, big chunky boys on the bottom that are free tanks will be cleared up by Yaknu, but mid lane is still available.
Oh.
That's gonna be the last insanity on to Yaknu. He goes down. KLVJ's unstoppable. They wanna go, they wanna finish it, and they probably can.
But as I say that, JP stationed slow on HP and they're focusing it. SUNSPARKS, they are on match point. One more game away and they're gonna be your first ever back-to-back champions here.
I give you my heart.